Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be a flashlight from TrustFire. This is the first flashlight of theirs that I've checked out, and they did send this to me for free, so that's why I'm marking it paid promotion. Not paying me, I can say whatever I want to, but since I got this item for free, that's why I mark it that way. So this is the TrustFire Mini X3. You can see that up there. It is a 1050 lumen flashlight. Type-C USB charging. Also looks like they have a 3-year quality warranty or something like that. It's very hard to read what that says, but they sent me the black version of it. They have several different colors. They have black, as you can see that check mark there. They also have a gray titanium gold, army green, midnight blue, and then a desert yellow. And then down here you can see it has red and then UV. Mine is checked for red, so there is a secondary light on here. If you're on that main feature, I press and hold, I'm going to get to that red light. So you can get either a red light version or a UV light version. So a UV light version would probably be more practical for me in my work life. I've never really used red that much, but they sent me the red one. We get onto the back of the box here. I'll pause that if you want to. You can zoom in, check out all those details. Some of the main ones that you might would want to check out are basically up here about that 1050 lumens, beam range up to 128 meters. Also has a built-in 1500 milliamp hour polymer lithium battery Type-C charging. So it does charge Type-C. They give you a cable inside the box. Also the box I didn't point out, it does say made in China. Some people are going to ask that. So it is USB Type-C, charges over here. You just pull this back and there's where you charge it up at. So the reason why I had them send this to me is because the price of it is $70. And then on top of that, there's a coupon just based upon how many things you buy. You can save a little bit more money. And for the features that you get in this, because this has a green laser, has a white light, and then also has either the red or UV, whichever one you pick. So that kind of reminds me a little bit of the Olight Arkfeld Pro. I don't have this anymore, but I did still have the box. I ended up giving this away to somebody. But this light had a green laser, a white light, and then a UV light because it had the UV option. And these come in at like $100. So you're at $100, has the same size battery in it. You can kind of see there, 1500 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery. Whether it's a better brand or not in there, I have no idea. But this one did come in at 1300 lumens, where this is 1050. But me personally, I can really never tell the difference in 100 lumens on that highest lumen setting whenever I'm looking at a flashlight. So I'm not sure those extra lumens are worth an extra $30 or anything like that. So again, features wise, it's very similar. One thing I actually kind of like about this better, and I kind of wish I had that one to show up beside of you, is this one's a little bit smaller, and the way that the hat clip works, it's a little bit better for a hat clip option because it's got that backwards compatible clip where you can slide this on, and then you can still wear this as a headlamp if you want to. Let me get to the button. You can see that light come on there and kind of wear that around, and it doesn't bump up close to your head. I've got my Arkflex over here, which was pretty much similar in size to the Arkfeld Pro. And if I put that on, it kind of gets back in here. And I remember my Arkfeld was pretty much kind of that same way. So I do like the fact that it is a little bit smaller as far as in length. That kind of works out. And then not only does this have a spotlight, red light, green laser up here, it also has a floodlight right here. So it's kind of got even an extra light on top of what the Arkfeld Pro has. Still has a magnetic base right here. And this is another place and where, in my opinion, this TrustFire wins in this. A little bit better magnet. I can move that around. It doesn't come off. And again, this isn't exactly the same because this is not the Olight Arkfeld Pro, but it is the Arkflex. I put that on there and I shake it. That one comes off because you don't really, I think this has a solid magnet kind of in there versus this has just got those few spots. So this doesn't quite hold the same in a moving environment. Again, that's not going to fall off. If I just stick it on something that's not going to move, no problem at all. But this one just seems to hang on just a little bit better. It's got a little bit more snap to it. So I think the magnet might be a little bit better. When we get into the operation of it, you have this button here that basically you press and hold to turn it on and off. So if I press and hold that, it's going to go off. Press and hold, it's going to come on. It's going to come on that white light first. So you have 3 settings over here. You have laser. If I push it all the way to the front, you're going to have the green laser on. We'll see if you can kind of see that up there on my wood wall. and then I can just leave it on if I want to and cycle through, so I can move on to the next one. And it does remember whatever your setting is on your light. So if I go to this one, that's going to be the white light up here in the front, and then you just click through by pressing this button, and it will go from lowest to the highest setting. So the lowest setting on this one, I believe it said, was 5 lumens or 3.5 lumens. It's supposed to run for 152 hours. The next setting is 55 lumens, then 215, and then 1050. So that's the max brightness right there. And it says that it has 2 hours worth of run time. I'm not too sure about that, but again, we'll just have to see over time how that works out. But you should get somewhere in the ballpark of what they tell you. Then you have the last setting here, which is this floodlight, which is the front light. And then again, you just press through low, medium, and high on that. That low is 5 lumens, medium's 55, and then the next one is 300. And again, it's a very simple operation. You have a switch over here to cycle between your lights. It remembers whatever your last setting is. So right now I'm on that. If I press that and go to the lowest setting, go up to green laser, and then come back down, it still stays on that lowest setting, and you just cycle through. So to turn it on and off, if I'm on this light, you just press and hold, turns it off, press and hold, turns it on, and once you have it on, you just press it to cycle through your options. The only one that is a little bit different is the middle one, because that's this light. So if I press and hold, it's going to turn it off, press and hold, going to turn it on. But while I have it on, if I press and hold again, that's how I get to that red light function. Press and hold, going to turn it off. And the green laser is just on and off. I can press and hold, turn it on, press and hold, turn it off. Now, the one thing that I was a little bit curious or worried about, I guess, if I had to say for the longevity of it, we won't know until we get into it. This button here kind of has like a raised push button on it, like a plasticky feel to it. I don't know how long that's going to last before, you know, sticking that in and out of your pocket, how that might end up coming off. And then the other thing is, well, the way that I turn it on and off is by pressing and holding that. So is that going to come on and off in my pocket a lot if I stick that in there and then something's pushing it in my pocket? Well, it does have a lock feature that while it's off, if I want to lock it, I can just double press it real fast. You'll see it flash a couple times to let you know that it's locked. And then anytime that button's pressed, it's just going to flash a couple times to let you know it's locked. Unlocking it, you just double press it again, and now we're back on, and we're back on to normal operation where I can turn it on and off. So pretty much all the features. Again, I think it's packed full of stuff. You've got a green laser, you've got a spotlight, you've also got a floodlight. This one has a red light. You can get a UV light. You can wear it on your hat as a headlamp. It has a magnetic base. So it kind of has everything that I look for in a flashlight these days. I kind of also like this shape. I've turned into liking this shape of a flashlight better than the cylinder type. So these are kind of the ones that I like to go to. That's all the features, the price, how you work it, all those kinds of things. Now let me show it to you in the dark. So I'm going to start out with the green laser in the dark just so you can kind of see that, see how well that kind of moves around. It shows up pretty well in daylight as well. We'll slide the slide back to the main light. There's the lowest setting right there. Press it one time. One more, and then here's the brightest setting right there. That's that 1050 lumens. Now I'll press and hold this and go to that red light. There's the red light. It only has one setting. And then I'll slide that switch back down one more. Get to this front light. There's the lowest setting there. Press it. And then it only has 3 brightness settings, but that's the brightest setting on that. There you go, guys. There is the TrustFire Mini X3. Again, 1050 lumens, has everything I'm looking for in a flashlight, including the shape itself. I've grown to love these. Magnetic base, I can wear it as a headlamp. Green laser, I probably don't use that often, but it does have a floodlight, spotlight. This one has the red light, but you can get that UV light option. The only things I'm kind of leery of is this push button. How will that last over time? And then, of course, as always, an internal battery that you can't really change. How long is that battery going to last? We won't know that until we put this to use for quite some time. So just letting you know that it's out there. It might be a great light for you. I feel like it's 70 bucks whenever you're comparing it to a $100 Olight Arkfeld Pro. You're getting a lot of the same features for quite a bit cheaper. Not that $70 is still not a lot to spend on a flashlight, but it might have all the features that you're looking for at that little bit of a discount price. So again, that's why I decided to go ahead and get it from them and try it out so I could give them my feedback and then also give it to you. But let me know in the comments below if any of you have been running this for quite some time, how well you like it. Are you a red light user or a UV user? Drop that in the comments below as well. But as always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.